More than 60 Israeli fighter jets bombarded targets in Gaza in the early hours of Tuesday morning, as Israel showed little sign of easing up its campaign despite growing international pressure and President Biden's call for a ceasefire. Hamas also fired volleys of rockets into southern Israel Tuesday afternoon, but their attacks have otherwise slowed in recent days as the Israeli military has pummeled their underground tunnel networks and launch sites. Here's what to know: the Palestinian death toll in Gaza had climbed to 213, including at least 61 children, as of Tuesday afternoon, according to local health officials. In the West Bank, at least 16 Palestinians have been killed since Friday, officials there said. The death toll in Israel stands at 10, including 2 children. The Israeli military said 90 rockets had been fired overnight from Gaza, bringing the total to 3,440 rockets. Since Tuesday morning, Israeli fighter jets and aircraft identified and struck 9 underground and above-ground rocket launch sites in the Gaza Strip. President Biden added his voice to those calling for a ceasefire on Monday, urging both Israel and Hamas to protect innocent civilians. This subtle rebuke of Israel, a close U.S. ally, came during a call with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. House Democrats will ask the Biden administration to halt the sale of precision-guided missiles to Israel pending a review, according to Haaretz, following a report in the Washington Post on the arms deal. Palestinians across Jerusalem, the West Bank, and in Israel are holding a general strike in protest at Israel's air campaign and ongoing occupation. The Israeli military said 62 fighter jets had dropped 110 guided armaments on 65 targets, including Hamas commanders, rocket launchpads and the militant group's tunnel network. In a statement Tuesday, the military wing of Hamas announced that it was bombarding the nearby Israeli town of Sderot with large-caliber mortars. The IDF, Israel Defense Forces, is not talking about a ceasefire. "We're focused on the firing," the military's chief spokesman, Brig. Gen. Hidai Zilberman told Israel's army radio Tuesday, Reuters reported. The ongoing fighting in Gaza came as tensions also flared in the occupied West Bank, where Palestinians were staging a general strike Tuesday in solidarity with residents of Gaza. There were also demonstrations planned in Jerusalem and elsewhere in Israel to protest recent police action against Arab citizens, activists said. The Israeli military said Tuesday that soldiers thwarted an attack by an armed Palestinian man in the restive city of Hebron. The Palestinian Health Ministry said that the man was a protester who was shot and killed by Israeli forces, local media reported. Photos and videos taken by journalists in Gaza showed large explosions rocking the Palestinian enclave before dawn. The military assault has devastated Gaza's civilian infrastructure, according to the United Nations and other relief agencies, disrupting power lines, sanitation networks and other basic services. Israeli airstrikes have damaged or destroyed nearly 450 buildings across Gaza, displacing more than 52,000 people inside the territory, a spokesman for the UN Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs said Tuesday in Geneva. Of those displaced, about 47,000 have sought refuge in 58 UN-run schools in Gaza, the UN said.